Hey guys, today we're going to talk about positive psychology. Positive psychology is about science of well-being, science of flourishing, and science of optimal human functioning. So what that means is that the focus is not on what's going wrong in our life, but actually what's going right in our life and how we can do more of what's going right in our life so that we can enhance our well-being, so that we can thrive and not just survive. So my name is Alka Joshi, and I've been supporting clients take back control of their life using psychological therapy and coaching for many years. And if you'd like to receive a video like this, you can subscribe to my channel so I can notify you when I release a new video. So going back to positive psychology, Dr. Seligman, he was the founder of positive psychology, and he created this PERMA model, which is the 5 pillars of well-being. The first pillar is positive emotion. Then you have engagement, then you have relationships, meaning, and achievement. So what he discovered was, when he did his research, that human beings are, in terms of cheerfulness, when he did a research on cheerfulness, what he discovered was that it was distributed on the bell curve, which means that half of us are naturally optimistic human beings, whilst the other half of us are naturally pessimistic human beings. And of course, there is this element of genetic predisposition as well. So if your parents are pessimistic, you tend to be more pessimistic. And if your parents are optimistic human beings, then you tend to be more optimistic human beings as well. So going back to the PERMA model, he created this model, which is for positive psychology, 5 pillars of well-being. So let's look at the first element, which is positive emotions. Now, emotions such as love, joy, happiness, harmony, these are all good positive emotions. They help us live a positive life. But actually, life can be sometimes quite harsh for all of us, and it's not very easy to feel these positive emotions. But what Dr. Seligman said was that you can train your mind, you can change your thought, and making a conscious choice and awareness of your emotions and your thoughts, you can change them. And also, not only that, but reduce the negativity bias. Negativity bias in psychology is our sort of affinity towards negative things. So for example, if 5 people gave you a feedback and they were all positive about your feedback, and one person gave you this negative feedback, you will automatically think about the negative feedback. It's because we have this fight or flight response inbuilt in us as part of our evolution. So when we feel positive emotions as love, joy, happiness, they reduce these negativity bias, they reduce our negative emotions and help us change our emotions and our thoughts. The second aspect of this model was engagement. Now, have you noticed when you are in a flow of doing something, when you are enjoying any activity, when you are immersed into something? For example, if you are cooking or listening to some music or doing some exercise or watching a documentary on television that you really like watching, your time flies, and that is immersing. That's being in the zone, that's being in the flow. And when we are doing that, we also release happy chemicals such as endorphin and serotonin, and these chemicals make us feel better and enhance our well-being. Now, the third aspect of this model is known as relationships. Now, we know that supportive and nurturing relationships are really helpful for our well-being, because when we have positive relationships, supportive relationships, they give us purpose. They give us sense of connection, sense of belonging within our community. We can share our sorrows and our joy with the people we love and our loved ones. And so relationships are so vital for enhancing our well-being. And in the current situation, if you can't meet people because you are far away from them, you can always pick up a phone and talk to someone. Working in a community, helping people connecting with those who are in need of connection. Those kind of things, building those kind of relationships can be really enhancing and helpful for our well-being. So the next aspect is meaning. Now, when we talk about meaning, people think it has to be something really grand, something substantial. We think about big purpose, but it doesn't need to be. It needs to be whatever it means for you to have that purpose in your life. So it could be anything from making someone smile, making someone laugh, working at a volunteer organization, helping someone run a charity, maybe running a marathon, anything that gives you purpose in life. That is your meaning. That makes you feel happy and enhances your well-being. So for example, I have a client who came to me. He was feeling desperately unhappy because he lost his job. And I said to him, let's think about what are you grateful for in your life. Let's start writing a gratitude journal. So he said, well, I love playing with my children. I have a very supportive wife. I love listening to music. I like going for a walk in the nature. So for him, those things gave him a meaning in life every day, so that he can wake up in the morning and look forward to doing those things. And then slowly and slowly he starts to get better. He had a purpose in his life, and he started working towards his goal, which was to get and find a new job. So meaning can be as big or as little as you want it to be. Something that gives you purpose in life, something that gives you joy and connection and a direction in your life. So the final aspect is achievement. So when we have purpose, when we have meaning, and when we know our aspirations and our values, it leads us to our goals, and we achieve things in our life. And so again, it is a very personal thing. Whatever you wish to achieve, it's a personal thing. It can be as little as learning a new skill, learning a piano, learning anything that you always wanted to do, any new skill set, or as big as climbing Mount Everest. So achievement is a very personal thing based on your personal aspiration, your personal values. So summarizing the whole PERMA model now is that positive emotions, engaging in an activity, immersing in an activity, having good relationships, having meaning and achievement in our life, release those happy chemicals like endorphin, serotonin, oxytocin, and they make us feel good. And as a result of that, there's a sense of flourishing, sense of well-being that we achieve. And that is the purpose of this positive psychology. But I think there's this one element, as far as I'm concerned, is missing in this model, and that is physical health, good physical health. Because I believe that good physical health leads to mental well-being and makes us more resilient. So if you like this video, you know the drill. You can give me the thumbs up, because it really helps me to know that what I'm creating is supporting you, and it also motivates me to create more content for you. So until I see you again, I wish you well, and thank you for watching.